Howdy guys, Jimmy Song here. In this video, I wanted to talk about three different ways in which you can help Bitcoin. These are things that, some people can do, some people can't. But, these are just three suggestions that I have if you want to help the Bitcoin ecosystem. The first way is pretty obvious. If you are a developer and you know how to code, then, contribute to open source projects or make your own project that utilizes Bitcoin in some way. Now, if it's useful to the community, then you will definitely get rewarded either by reputation or with consulting gigs or, offers to, be a developer at various Bitcoin companies. That's a good thing, right? Like if you're producing something that people like, that's always a good thing. Now there's been this was true even like 6 or 7 years ago. I remember talking to some people that were in open source back then, and they were saying like they were getting recruited by the likes of Google. If you have an open source project that a lot of people like, that's just something that a lot of companies look for, regardless of what project it is. But you can definitely help Bitcoin by contributing or creating your own open source project. Obviously, the big one is Bitcoin Core that you can contribute to, but there's lots and lots of other ones. If you're a Go programmer, BTCD is one. Lightning LND is another one. If you're a Python programmer, there's a bunch of Python libraries. There's Electrum, there's Armory, there's PyCoin and stuff like that. There's a lot of Python stuff. If you're a Java programmer, there's Bitcoin J. If you're a JavaScript programmer, I think there's Bcoin, and there's like a Bitcoin JS lib and all this other stuff. Pretty much any language, Ruby, Haskell, Clojure, whatever. There's probably some sort of Bitcoin project out there, and contributing to those is a way that you can help Bitcoin as a developer. Now, not many of you are probably not developers, and you're probably wondering, okay, what can I do for Bitcoin? Well, from an economic standpoint, the big way that you can help Bitcoin is by adopting it, right? Like just holding it, using it as a store of wealth, to believe in it. Now, this is not something that you can force other people to do. So I don't recommend you go out and try to get people to love Bitcoin by just sort of forcing it on them. If they ask about it or whatever, then fine. And if they're already interested, then fine. But generally, if you do the holding, that will speak volumes on its own, right? If you value something, then other people will start to value it. This is the network effect of scarcity. If you value something as something scarce and valuable, then other people will, just because you do. And that's as long as they know that you do, then they know that they can sell that item to you at the very least. So that gives them more assurance. And the more of those people that they know, then they start valuing it themselves. So that's a network value, network effect of scarcity, and that tends to spread pretty well. So, but just by holding, just by letting other people know that you are willing to buy Bitcoins, that's enough. That's enough to contribute to Bitcoin. And the last way is socially, right? And there's a very deep part of this that I don't think I don't think anyone really understands yet, which is that as you contribute to the community, there's sort of like a social consensus that forms around what right behavior is, what wrong behavior is. Even this recent bug with Bitcoin Core and the possible inflation bug in particular clients and so on. That there was a sense of, okay, you need responsible disclosure, right? It isn't all sort of like this Nietzschean will to power kind of morality. It's very much, there's a community that enforces a certain morality. And if you just sort of tried to exploit it, then you would have been seen kind of as a jerk, and you would have been cut off from the network. If any miner tried to exploit that, then that's kind of what would have happened. Their name would have been mud. Nobody would have bought from them. A lot of people would have felt justified in doing all kinds of bad things to them, just because they would have clearly been attacking the network to try to print money for themselves. But responsible disclosure, that's much more respected, and that's what Corey Fields did. That's what I can't remember this guy's name, but the guy that found the Bitcoin Cash, the Bitcoin Unlimited guy that found the bug in Bitcoin Core did, and that's a good thing. And contributing to that community, through your voice by being a part of the community. Like attending conferences and watching videos and even commenting on Twitter. That that helps, right? Because there is an ethic around this community, and being a part of meetups and social communities and stuff like that. This is how humans have evolved, and I think there's real value in contributing by having a sense of what's right and wrong in this community, and that this emergent property of this morality is a good thing. So those are three ways: contribute as a developer, contribute as an economic holder, or contribute as as part of the social community, and being able to call out people that you think are actually scamming versus people that are doing good things. And that those are all powerful in their own ways, but they all contribute. And of course, if you do have ideas for businesses or whatever, that's significantly more risk, obviously, but that can also contribute to the community. I guess that would be really a fourth way. So, but yeah, these are all good things. Hopefully that helps you. This song is